Okay, so this is going to be the video walkthrough of my Sinatra project. Um, this is the first page. Um, so normally a first-time user who is just starting to use this would come here to first register their store. And let's just say Target. Um, I'll just assign it a random address. Okay. So our store was successfully created, and we're given a store ID of 15, which is going to be important when we go to sign up our user. So we'll go to the next page that'll let us sign up a user. Let's see, let's sign up Bobby the boss. 1, 2, 3, 4 will be his password. And his store ID is automatically 15, as that is the last store that was created. Now, the boss can go ahead and log in. Okay, good. So we had a successful login. This tells us a little bit, confirms who our user is, what the store is, and the store ID. And then as soon as we can then go to the inventory. So now the inventory page is showing us the inventory of Target. So the inventory of the store. The inventory items belong to the store, and the user also belongs to the store. So I'll show you what that means for our application. So we'll go ahead and we have cereal at our store. We'll make it $4.54. And we bought 200 of them. We'll go ahead and add the item to our inventory. Now we're taken back to the main inventory page, and we see that our cereal's been added to our list here. We can then go back and we can edit this item through the use of our edit function, or edit action, I should say. And these are the current values. We can change it. Say we sold 50 cereals yesterday, we got to change it to 150. We can do that and then make the changes. And so we see that the item count has changed to 150, and we'll go back to the inventory, and we see that our changes carry over. Cool. So let's go ahead and log out. So we're logging out Bobby, and we're going to log in another user. Now what we're going to see here is that the store ID is now 13 because Doug belongs to store 13. And what we're going to see now is that we have store 13, or Giant Eagle's inventory, and we do not have Target's inventory from our last user, because our last user doesn't have access to Giant Eagle's inventory, and a user from another store can't edit the current user store. And so we can also go ahead, we showed you the edit function. We'll show you, we can now, let's say our cereal went bad and we're no longer selling it. Now we can just delete the item entirely. and it's deleted from our store list. Now we'll go ahead and log this user out, and we'll log in Bobby again. One, two, three, four. Go to the inventory, right? And as you can see, even though we deleted cereal from the other stores page, we still have it on our page, and the count is still the same as it was. Price is still the same as it was. So yeah, and then from here, you can add another item. You can add as many items as you want. You can sign up multiple users for the same store. So I'll show you. I'll prove that that works here. We'll sign up a new user. Let's call it, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. And she's going to sign up at store 15, which is the last store that we had created, which is going to be the same one that we created our other user on. All right, so Kate will go ahead and log in. And we'll see that even though Kate hasn't used our store before, she's still going to have access to the same inventory items that the other users have access to. And she can go ahead and delete items, edit items as needed. Okay, cool. So let's say somebody tried to add an item, and let's see, we'll add some cookies for $5. And say they forgot to put a count, because people forget. So by authenticating all of the user input, we can generate error messages and prevent bad data from being put into our database. And same will happen if I put in account and no name. It can't be blank. So now we'll put in an actual item. And count. And then there we have it. So let's log out. Let's see what happens if we try to do this. Let's see if we can sign up a new user. All right, so let's say we try to sign up Bobby Boss, or someone who's trying to sign up with the same username as our other user. And you see that even the store ID doesn't matter if it's different or not. We see that since we already have a user with the username Bobby Boss, we get an error message letting us know that we'll need to be picking a new one. And we just go back to registration, and then I'll try again with a different username. Yes, so that's about all the functionality of the application. At this point, I'm gonna end up leaving this pretty open-ended. There's a lot that could be added relatively easily because of the way that the code is set up. new pages could be added just by adding new controller actions. And I actually have a few pages here that aren't accessed within the actual application, just because I felt like they weren't really going to fit with the general flow of things. But it is pretty open-ended. It would be easy to make changes to and additions as well. So yeah, that's it.